Push it down by your crotch. Down by your crotch. There you go. Yeah. And which foot's going up? Get your butt off the ground. Put your butt off the ground. There you go. Now you're gonna pull this hand that way. Okay. Now, like it says, my finger's pointing that way, which means your head needs to go there. Take your head over there. Yep. Okay. Lock it down. There you go. Is it locked? Okay. Now, put my hand over here. Grab my head. Grab my head. Yeah, that's my head. Grab my head. Squeeze your knees together.
Gotcha.
Your knees together. I do you. So this is where you come to a gym and you get these reps in, right? Where it's like I know subconsciously that I want to throw my leg up here, which means I need to put this one down. So when I go,
I just want to show one little detail from this position.
right there. Now I can lock and then squeeze. But we're about to roll. All right, here we go. Live rounds. Now this is something I was really looking forward to because you have to put people into situations where they are their most vulnerable, and for him, it's on the ground.
Your belt, man.
No, you don't need his belt. So go. Let's go. Let's go. Go, come on, come on. White Wolf gonna fuck you up. Let's go. What are you gonna do? Okay, there we go. Let's see right there. I got you a little. Okay, that's a good shot. Okay, go. Turn this side. There you go. Boom. Good job. Oh, you're still in your. Oh, White Wolf comes on top. White Wolf comes on top. Static's on top. Oh, look at that. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh, Static's on top. Oh, my goodness. You want to Static do it to you? Static's like this. He's gonna slap you like this. Boom. Come on. Oh, you give up your back. Oh, there's a choke. Oh. Come on. Go. White Wolf's gonna do this. White Wolf's gonna go. Gotcha.
Yeah, wait.
Female nature, particularly in terms of self-perception. How do they see themselves? I'm so amazed because so often they look at themselves and think that they're a big deal. The fat ones, the skinny ones, the ugly ones, the good-looking ones, they're all proud of themselves. It's amazing. Sometimes I wonder, where'd you get this self-view? And I know where they got it. Consider the fact that women live in an alternate universe. Why do I say that? Well, I was recently having breakfast. And for some sick reason, some psychopath put on the WNBA. Maybe it wasn't the WNBA. Maybe it was women's college basketball. I don't know. They all look the same, don't they? So there's these little fellas running around playing basketball. Probably 5 minutes into the first quarter, no one had scored a point. What kind of shit is this? They're running in slow motion as well. It's strange. But I say that to say, if I were to meet one of these women, they say, I'm a professional basketball player. And then I'd be like, kind of professional. You're a professional in as much as if I suited up and maybe practice for a month, I could play in your league. It's not very professional. You know, I consider you a professional if I practice a month and I can't do what you do, then you're a professional. Like you might be a professional ice skater. If I practice for a month, I can't like compete with you. But I practice for a month, you hear me? I'm gonna look like Jordan in the league. So I say that to say this. This is one of many ways that the society helps the female with their delusion. You might say, Marquette, you too turned up today. Oh, it gets worse. Females apparently didn't hear Ye when he said, it's 1,000 yous, it's only one of me, which is factual. Even Kim Kardashian is one of those 1,000 yous. Let us consider. Females get to be in the spotlight just because they're attractive, which might not have anything to do with their merit. They were born that way. It's their genetics, or in her case, her surgeon. But why is she famous? Does she have a talent? What is her talent?
Wait, guys, look at this. I've made this.
Sex. Oh, dang. Her talent is sex. That's a pity.
We have a great man named Lou said Kevin Hart outballs a WNBA player in the celebrity game. That reminded me of this.
Oh, that hurts my heart because Kevin Hart is half of a man. No disrespect. I guess that is disrespectful, but I'm feeling disrespectful today. God damn it, tell him I said it. Further, you know, women, their self-perception is quite bogus, and it's perplexing to the male mind because women manage to achieve this paradox in that they might have low self-esteem or variable self-esteem because it's based on what other people say to them. Oh, you're pretty, you're attractive, you're beautiful, you thick, whatever people say. So their self-esteem and self-view is based on those compliments. So while they have variable self-esteem and low self-worth, generally speaking, they still manage to be confident enough to put their bodies on full display, whether they're in shape or overweight. It's amazing. How do we know that women are hyper concerned with image, not substance? Image meaning appearance, the superficial, the external, and not the substance. Look at the things that the females like. Instagram, based on images only. TikTok, based on being goofy, cracking jokes, and doing dances. Why are you a single mother doing dances on TikTok? Don't you have things to do? It's amazing. They bored out here.
Not even the single moms, anyone.
Yeah, but the single moms kill me. It's like I thought you were busy. Don't you have 2-3 jobs or something like that? Come on now. So they're on TikTok spending all their time in here. Contrast that with this reality. When you look at YouTube, it's overwhelmingly male. You might ask yourself, well, Marquette, why is YouTube overwhelmingly male? It's because it has long form content, meaning informational content. It's long enough for you to get meaningful education and lessons. Why are men concerned with education and lessons? Because we're generally trying to skill up so we can earn a buck. They know how to spend a buck. They're the masters of spending. And it's ironic because they spend on pampering and they spend on leisure. And you would think that you would want to engage in leisure and vacation after you did some working. But most of them spend their time trying to escape work.
We have Jesus said, peace to the saints. Love the content. You changed my life. Should I make sure that my future wife has a low body count?
Hey, bro, if you have the option and opportunity, lower the better. Let's be real here. And further, the modern era is so sick as far as these females go. It's like they feel as though they're going to self-destruct if they can't go to the club or go out.
Yeah, it's better when they pray, cook, or hang out with their sisters, Muslim sisters, or other religious sisters. Whatever it works, right? Me, it is. Damn, man, look at me. More broad, you know? I do a lot of breakdancing, so. Good, man. It's really because of breakdancing. I do a lot of flares. Yeah, damn, man.
out on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. It's like staying at home is a curse to them, which is ironic because in this era, you can do so many things from home. You could watch movies, an infinite number of movies. You can listen to any song in the world. You can get education at home. You can do so many things at home, yet they got to go out, be in that world, be on display for every man in the world. And they want to go and be in the club and then lie to you and say, oh, I just wanted to dance. You can't dance at home? I just want to be with my homegirls. Oh, you can invite them over? No, female. You wanted to be out there in the presence of men gawking at you so that your low self-esteem boosts up temporarily. Why? Because that's the highlight of your day. That's the highlight of your week.
Hoscom said, peace, Marquette. I read that at the heart of every good sales strategy is disqualification, subtly disqualifying prospects that don't meet our standards. Can you elaborate on this in game terms?
So I think the language there is a bit choppy, but let me say this. Disqualification and standards are critically important. And one of the challenges with men is that we mostly don't have any standards. You know, if she got a hole, it'll do. It don't even have to be warm and wet nowadays. I mean, these cats are crazy. So that's the problem, is that we'll take anything that comes. Now, I understand, but you really kill me when you don't know how to kick her to the curb, when her behavior is inappropriate, when she has disrespected you or she has treated you as though you are not a man of respect. And it'll be very common that women will not treat respectable men as such because, one, women are hyper concerned with image, not substance, which is why you get a lot of these chicks who fall for the Tinder swindler because he presented the image and they were chasing the image. They want the clout and the attention. To a female, attention is more valuable than actual money. It's amazing. That's why back in the day when they used to do...
let's show you that. Get it up and down as well, the manually. And I'm going to select
promiscuous things, shake their behind. They used to get paid in the strip club. Now they do it on Instagram for free, for your likes, which are free. You know, they're not making a penny. So it lets you know the true currency of attention in the female psyche.
George F. said, did you hear about the 5-year-old boy student in Florida that beat up his female teacher that is in her mid-30s? How could a little boy beat up a woman?
That boy got hands. That's how. The boy got hands. No, realistically, it's funny to hear things like that because you constantly hear women refer to themselves as strong. Such a strange adjective to use when you're clearly the weaker of the two genders. And there's nothing wrong with being physically weak because we're not cavemen, right? We don't spend our time carrying around heavy objects in the modern society. But it is comical in as much as women tend to want to describe themselves as strong. Whereas I think a wise woman who is suitable for a man might want to describe herself as loving, caring, kind, supportive. These are the traits that men look for. Strength. Baby, I don't need you to be strong unless you're going to get your strong self out there and change my oil. You dig? I don't need you to be strong unless you're about to take your strong body in that backyard and cut the grass. Let me give you guys a clue as to how you can leverage female nature. You know, when you play a game, don't you always want the cheat code? Well, here's the cheat code to females. You see, like even a guy like me, in reality, I'm a minimalist. So you might catch me in Saint City every now and then. You just see your boy wearing a thobe, which is basically like a gown, which is to say, I really don't care what I'm wearing, obviously. But I am aware that me wearing a saintly gown or a kangaroo or a thobe or a jalaba, these saintly, simple garments, that's not going to catch you a female. No, no, no. But, you know, when they see these joints dancing like Michael Jackson or they see these diamonds in this gold watch while they relaxing, you know, that tends to have an impact. So these are just the tools of a P. And the P never falls in love with these tools. We just utilize them to catch a B. Get it? And that's what I want to school you guys on, is that a P is a fisherman and he understands the type of bait to catch the kind of fish or that he's looking for. You dig?
AR said, 10 months sober today, according to this calendar we follow at least. Thank you for the guidance. Coming up on a year soon.
Congratulations. And peace to all the saints living a sober life. And speaking of such, when we're talking about female nature and female quality, look, me, I never try to turn the females into a lady saint if that's not their nature. I always say, hey, be who you really are, because you would be taking on a difficult job to change a harlot into a lady saint. But if you notice that the female likes to have herself a little bit of drinky drink, oh, you can bet your bottom dollar that she is not an honest or reliable woman. Females live in the gray area, which is to say there's no black or white. There's no yes or no. There's only maybe and yes and no. And, you know, are they in the relationship? Well, yes, they are, except when they're slizzard in the club. Who knows what's going to happen? And then they wake up saying they don't remember a thing, which is them escaping responsibility. So if you have a female who likes to drink, you should be suspicious of her. If she says she drinks socially, you should then think, wait, are you saying that your personality changes based on who's around you? Socially, meaning if there's other people around, all do it. Could have sworn the old saying among the old heads was, if all your friends jump off of a bridge, are you going to jump off? And when you say you drink socially, you're basically saying, You see, socially means based on the society, those who are in your immediate sphere. So I don't trust the females who basically tell me they're going to be like whoever they're around.
Mr. Pitt said, why do most women think they want a simp that treats them like a princess and bends the knee when they really want a strong masculine leader?
Oh, he asking questions. Look, let me tell you something real but ruthless, and I hate to have to say it. Number one, the great majority of people in this era are mentally ill. Women chiefly among them. Men have fallen weak and women have been victim of that lack of leadership. Left to their own devices, they lead themselves and others like them astray. The comical thing about the female is she has this confusion in the mind that she's victim of in the modern era because she's not been taught the right things and her mind has been left to roam. So she has the mind, the thinking side of the human female, and then she has the nature, the non-thinking side of the human female that gives impulse and instinct. The impulse and instinct is for a guy like me, a man, bit savage. Those are ones they really want. They feel drawn to. The thinking side, that's delusional, makes them think they want a man who's going to be nice and a man who's going to listen to me and a man who's going to respect me as an equal, even though we're not the same. A feminine guy. Their mind says, I want a feminine guy, but their body's telling them no. And so their body and their instinct and their nature craves a savage like me. So what do? They date that guy or marry that guy, have him in the relationship, and they can't stand me. From a mental, intellectual standpoint, they cannot stand me. But what do? They let me beat it down viciously anytime I want. And I don't have to do any of the be nice stuff. I just beat it down and send them back to their husbands or boyfriends or whatever. And that's because they're split. Their insanity has split them in two, with the thinking mind that's not thinking well because it's mentally unwell, and then the nature which drives for the masculine man. Alexandra is here. She's here often. She writes, my man talks about this all the time. Women can't stand how savage he is intellectually and morally, but will let him smash. Shake my head. He can't have her heart and mind, but her body, which makes her worthless. Oh, indeed. That's true story.
Old school.
Man, today I trained crazy. What did I train? Man, I did some crazy training today, man. It was crazy. Yes, I had a workshop of free run for 4 hours or something. And today I trained for 3 hours too. I did a lot of handstand movement, flares, a lot of free run. It was fun. Some school. 来找。Wait, we need to do something first. Sorry. Sorry, wait. Wait, I need to do something for you guys. Since it's a 3D live stream, I want to show you some cool shit. Blender shortcut, P-Live. Wait, guys. Yeah, you know what? Wait, is it round table with a table? Looks like it, right?
Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Go ahead. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Go ahead. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Show me your moves. Go ahead. Show me your moves. Show me.
thing is, wait, I can just make 2 objects. It's really simple. Yeah.
What do you say about the commit to? And that's where
they're going to be more passive because they're playing the long game.
Hey, you want to hear something crazy too? You know what's funny? The white girls be the biggest hoes. I'd be warning people with these college-educated white girls. Like, if they join a sorority and shit like that, I tell guys all the time, like, bro, you also don't want to wife up a whore. So, like, what ends up happening a lot of times with black women, because black women are very narrow in what they like a lot of times. They prefer black men overwhelmingly. But the problem on the black male side is black men will take whatever, right? So that's kind of the issue where you run into a problem with a lot of black women. Also, black women tend to favor looks a lot more than other races, which is, I guess, maybe a masculine trait. But black women tend to be more interested in the way that they dress, the way they conduct themselves, the way they look, etc. Like, it's very interesting how I've noticed that with black women, they tend to be the race that is very interested in the way a man looks, which is fine. You can have your preferences. Well, what the problem with that is it dilutes your marketplace of men that you are going to open yourself up to. And when black women go to college and educate themselves, etc., they kind of bring that percentage down even more so as they climb up the ranks. But like with white girls, you're right. They go to college. They're looking for a husband while they're there in school a lot of times, because a lot of times they don't even want to work their shitty ass, HR job that they end up getting. But they end up being hoes a lot of the times, if we're going to be honest. So that's another thing that I tell guys to watch out for when it comes to the white girls, because every every group of women has their stereotypes that guys got to look out for.
Carrie, what do you think? Carrie, what do you think about the narrative between black-white cultural norms, black women not necessarily being taught to look for husbands, all of that type of stuff? What do you think about everything that's being communicated in a general sense?
I agree with a lot of what he just said. I don't know if it's that women are not necessarily being taught to be wives per se, as much as taught to be wives that men want, because everybody is not taught to go be an independent woman void of a man. Like, some women are genuinely taught to go marry, but they're also taught to have a career at the same time. They're taught to have kids, but they're taught to go get.
Saying that you can't pull a black woman.
This is for you guys. you know what's sick? So I want to become an action choreographer. You know, like more like choreography. But the thing is, the game has changed so fucking much that just those guys, like any Lay versus any Long Lorenz. Those guys are crazy. So it's a short martial arts movie, but what they can do, it's amazing. They can do choreography, they can do performance, they can do visual effects on a high level, they can do 3D animation on a high level, they can do stunts at a very high level, like high falls and stunts and car driving, etc. It's amazing. And they can also do kung fu choreography. So with the help of SubhanAllah, I will meet them. And you know what's sad, guys? This is so truly sad. Most guys don't know how much they were, you know? Most guys should work on their inner potential and work really hard. Really, really hard so that they can attract a very good woman. For example, for me, I want to work so hard that I can provide for my wife and for my wife. But she needs to be a Muslima. Why? It's the best. Muslim women are the best. Really, they're really good. Pious lady, but not all of them. You should watch out. But yeah, but that's why I do real life novels. So that I can prepare for the future. make back a cut to make a bottle. Bottle in blender. To be blender cut. Wait, ChatGPT, yeah, of course. Yeah, how to make my nigga. Listen to Wang Jackson. Well, I need 3,000. Haha. I'm a little bit slow today, but I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, this looks better. But yeah, later. Wait, I'm not gonna brag, but I gave money to some how do you say, to a street urchin, I guess. In Chinese, it's called 雷龙汉, means a street urchin.
With you. May the force be with us all.
May the force.
There is already a teapot ready. Them kettles is one of the toughest, I guess. The rest is
Maurice.
Blender is much more difficult than it's much more difficult than, how do you say, what's the name again? Illustrator.